Hello, everybody. Welcome to Finale Town. This is Beacon's Royal Flush, a Beacon's mini-series that takes place in Forsaken, a world of my own design and torment. Uh, I will give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, but first, Blair has a few announcements for the channel that I'm going to allow her to do, and then she will introduce herself by starting us out for tonight.
Allowed to do. What the hell? No, it's okay. Um, Hi, I'm Blair. I'm the HSC representative with the access to the calendar to give announcement news. We got a lot of shit going down. So if you want to watch really cool stuff by really cool people, I'm biased. You should definitely hang around because we got a full week. I'm just giving the next week because there's already a lot of stuff. So um, hi, welcome. You're at this. This is the finale of Beacon's Royal Flush, which is woo great, super exciting. Um, oh, see, some of my stuff is wrong because I've already heard that some things are canceled. We will not have um, the last caravan tomorrow. I think there's someone's out of town. So not having that tomorrow, but come back the next Thursday and hopefully it'll be happening. But Friday, you can come check out Omega, the rookies. If you don't know, Omega is a community made Mass Effect hack of Cyberpunk Red that we've played quite a few times on this channel. And it's a new series run by Casey, who is actually one of the leads of that made Omega. So yeah, they started last week, so it's going to be episode 2. It's really fun. The crew is very chaotic, so it's a good show to jump in on perfect time. So come watch that on Friday. On Saturday, the 24th, we have another one of our HSC summer sessions. It's a one shot of Morkborg. This is called Morkborg Murder Arcade. Oh, that's a tongue twister. And it's run by Owen. And so yeah, first time for Owen to run something on the channel. So super exciting. And that's gonna be fun to watch. We haven't had Morkborg in a while, so glad to have it back. Then on Monday, the 26th, we got another summer sessions, this time by Nate running Fabula Ultima. And I think I don't have the title of it, but I think it's something funny on the way to the Fey lands or something like that. It's a long title, but
Yeah,
that should be really fun. Oh yeah, we have a few of our people in here amongst these games. It's
Rocking.
super excited. I'm so excited to watch both of those. All the one shots this summer have been really great. So definitely come check those out. And then on Tuesday, we have our Werewolf 5e Rage Across Texas. This is chapter 2 of our Rage Across Dallas series. So, yeah, that is always a wild hootenanny of a time. So definitely don't laugh at me, Keen. So definitely come watch that. It's really great. That's run by David and a stellar cast there as well. So if you want to stay up to date with what all we have going on, follow us on social media. I'll put the links in the chat in just a bit. All of our socials, or just come join our Discord in the Discord community. It's a really fun place, and we update everything there is and come be a part of games. So yeah, that's what we got going in the next week. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm Blair underscore Canadian Moose all over the place. I am playing Gwen tonight, who is um, mostly a revenge paladin, but also slightly a berserker. I forgot we like double class in this shit. But yeah, she's totally fine right now. Totally fine.
and
Um, yes.
Blair,
Oh, I have to answer a question too.
you
Ugh.
do. Sorry,
Oh.
it's the finale.
I
What
wasn't
is
prepared.
what is Gwyn most afraid of right now?
What is Gwen most afraid of? I think Gwen is most afraid of not being able to like focus in this like because I mean she knows a fight's coming. I think she's nervous that she's not going to be able to focus because it was hard enough it was hard enough being able to focus when Millie was here, and now that we're fighting this like really big bad, and then now we just don't know where Millie is. There's too many variables going on, I think, in her head. So I think she's pretty scared that she might fuck up in the fight and not be able to focus.
All right, we will move from Blair on to Kian.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon, uptight-chiffon, depending on where you're hanging out. Tonight, I am playing Valentine. I don't remember my stuff. Who is an arsenal, an elemental. I forgot that I was an elemental. Fun things happen when you look at your character sheet. But yeah, just a little lad, the normalest of little lads having the normalest of little lad times. That's who I am playing tonight.
What is Valentine's most ideal outcome to this impossible situation?
His most ideal outcome? The this is a little gruesome, but the bodies that we came across, I had asked the accountant, or I had wanted to ask the accountant to come and pick those up. Valentine is a very narrow-minded, in-the-moment person because you don't get to live long when you do the kind of things that he does. And so his most ideal outcome is that he's able to inspect those more.
Right on. We will move away from Valentine and on to Alex.
Hi, my name is Alex. I use they them pronouns. You'll see me in the chat as at that one dead pixel. Let's see. Tonight I am playing C4953, otherwise known as Chance, and they are just a robot looking to make sure that we give working rights back to our robot workers. They are a nightmare hexblade, and yeah, they want to see if they've got a chance. Ha ha ha! And sorry, I'll see myself out of being the lord of this crime family. All right.
All right, Chance, your life or the lives of your compatriots?
I get depends. Depends. Is it like in the outcome of this scenario of who gets to take over?
Open to your interpretation. Your life or the lives of
Dang.
your compatriots?
Why you got a trolley problem, me? I guess that's a trolley problem because I'm on the tracks. Oof. I think it's very situational for Chance. They're not above self-sacrifice if it's going to further the agenda that they've given their lives to. However, if it comes down to a possibility of someone getting in their way of making those ideals happen, they won't take another. They won't look. They won't look away. That's on site.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll move on to Chance, up to Matt.
Hello. My name is Matt. He, him pronouns. And I am playing Jerry, the chef de cuisine of the front of the Baramet family, known as the Outback. And, Jerry is hoping that he'll be able to live up to what he thinks he can achieve in this situation for the Baramets.
And Jerry, just how far are you willing to go to serve your family?
All the way, as far as he needs to go.
Absolutely delightful. I suppose that leaves just me. I'm JT. I am the storyteller for this wonderful, beautiful world, and I am once again so happy to be able to tell this little mini story with these people. Harp normally would be here, but she has been taken away, stolen from us to conference of some kind, and will unfortunately not be with us for the end of this. But you can catch Harp as Maisie in Arc 3 of Beacons, which will be the last arc of that particular story. Now, on to the meat of things. Our coworkers, our compatriots, our crime family members, brothers and sisters in arms, have found themselves in sort of a mix of plot here. They were sent to retrieve a tome of arithmancy, a hard drive left behind by the Rust Callers to make magic more usable post-apocalypse, which very useful right now, being as magic is maybe the most unstable force in Forsaken. Only to discover that they were not only late to retrieving the tome, but that one of the Arc Sentinels of the Order of the Night Watch, Brother Plight himself, has taken it upon himself to use arithmancy to create a ritual to sacrifice the city of Farlight in service of resurrecting Brother Blight, a brother killed in the field of battle by his own soldiers. Horrible traitors who have been lost to the wild woods, to the reclaimed forest, presumably. We'll find out what happens to them in a couple weeks. But for now, we find ourselves underneath the city in that console room where that message was rung out to you, and Millie has left you behind to fight for the future of both your family, your jobs, and ostensibly for Farlight, putting you in perhaps the precarious position of potentially being heroes. You know for a fact that Plight got to this place from the Underthing. There is some sort of connection to the Citadel, the big black castle that serves as the sort of bastion and headquarters for the Order of the Night Watch, and the centerpiece of Farlight. The city is pretty much built around the hill that it sits on. What do you guys do?
Can we tell, since we've got, the map set up with the projection and everything, what would be a good route to get to Brother Plight, where we presume Brother Plight to be?
Absolutely, you could. It would not be difficult, in fact. The most efficient route, you have to assume Brother Plight is the kind of person who would take it, and Brother Plight, for all intents and purposes, leaves behind ashen footprints wherever he walks. Ashen footprints that you could very easily follow and take the map with you if you so chose, but should lead you straight back to the Citadel.
Okay. I think if we want to take the fight to him, this might be the best way to go.
I'm ready. Chance just says that, like, very matter-of-factly.
JT, was there anything that we knew particularly about the fortress? Is there anything we know that's funky about it?
Nothing necessarily funky about it. It is maybe one of the most heavily guarded places in Farlight. But you haven't seen anybody come in or out of it since Brother Blight died. Since the sirens went off and since the city shut down. there has been no sign of any sentinels going inside or out.
But has there been like guards outside or anything? Or not even that?
Not even that.
Do we know that the Sentinels, this is a goofy question perhaps, but do we know that them and Mother Grievance live there, or is that just their gathering spot? Like, should we expect them to be there at all hours, day and night?
The only people that you would know for sure live there are Mother Grievance, Brother Plight, Sister Fear, and Sister Anger.
Cool, the worst ones.
Oh, great.
Wonderful. And are we sure we want to bring the fight to him?
Do you have
Looking at
another
her.
plan?
Yeah, looking at our odds, I don't know that we necessarily have any other choice. He has no reason to come and fight us.
I'm just saying we were told very explicitly that we have the opportunity to get out of town.
You want to follow Millie?
I'm not here to be a hero. I'm here for self-preservation. If you all are confident that we can win and one of you can sit at the top of the family and I can continue doing what I want, then bringing the fight to him becomes the best mode of self-preservation.
I will say this. I don't know if we have the best odds at defeating him, but at the moment, I think we're the only odds. Where if we don't, then he wins. And I can say that I'd rather take a chance on us.
And with Chance hearing their name, Chance is just going to go, "Oh, a pun. It's delightful, Jerry. Thank you."
Thank
However,
you.
Jerry's been actually quite accurate in his term of the statistical outcomes of our venture here. Our odds are, to use a turn of phrase, infinitesimally small. However, there are no odds after Brother Plight has taken over. So it's now or never. And while I didn't sign up to be a hero, I don't know that I have much of any other choice. The Union does not exist under Plight. And I'm not letting my coworkers go back to the shifts that they used to go to.
Gwen, you're being awfully quiet.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to add. I think we die either way, so why not die while fighting?
I didn't think we were all picked for this because everybody wanted to be a hero, and yet here we are. Fine. Shall we then?
If it helps you, Doctor, perhaps if you look at it from Brother Plight's perspective, we are not the heroes, but the villains.
Thank you, Chance. It does bring me a bit of comfort. And the whole time that this conversation has been happening, Valentine has been rubbing at the spot on their hand that was pierced through and then very abruptly healed without having a time to sanitize and clean that before the wound was sealed.
It seems you've all made up your mind then. As you begin to march into the silent halls of the Underthing of Farlight, I think a certain thought rings out to each of you. You have simply chosen, if Plight's strength is to be believed, you have simply chosen to die sooner than everybody else. And I think at that moment you all notice how eerily quiet the Underthing is without the humdrum of gang activity down here. The lower levels, which the Baramet family operates in, are much more lively. As the hub of black market activity that they are, this is the upper layer. No one with sense would operate up here, and as you pass by all the corpses that you followed to get here, you remember why. The Ark Sentinels run this town. They have for almost 100 years. The Night Watch has never failed them. Who are you to break into their castle and to try to stop them? But you make your way there. It is not a long walk per se. The castle is very nearby the upper layer of Farlight. You come eventually to an obsidian ladder. And yes, I do mean the crystal obsidian. Leads up to a charred hatch that is all but recently still smoking. Up there is your battlefield.
Would we know why it's smoking?
You would have to assume for the same reason that Plight leaves behind ash footprints.
Mm.
A lot of people misconstrue Sister Anger to be a hot-headed witch, but people who have met her or truly know her, and as your Don Orgo Baramet has explained to you before, Plight's actually the hot-headed one. Sister Anger is a very cold and calculating woman. She would not leave this kind of smoke behind, but Plight could.
Do we hear anything like above?
You, at this moment in time, hear nothing but the sound of your own footsteps and your own heartbeat. There isn't a creature in these halls, and there is nothing above you.
Is there potentially any other doors where that go into the fortress that we could use to surprise them?
The front door?
Okay, that's fair.
As far as you could tell on the map, this was the only access point that the Citadel had to the Underthing.
Got it. Okay.
I have like nothing to help. I'm trying to look at my sheet and I don't have anything. Okay, meta. Would JT expect us to go straight through the door that we were presented? Or is that what they would expect us to do? So they would put something somewhere, or would they expect us to not do that so they'd put a trap somewhere else? Where likely do we think this trap is?
Is there any sign of the traps that we set off, that I set off in um the
I will
place we
allow
were
you
before that I
to
can't remember the
roll.
name?
I will allow you to roll a gather information roll for that.
Okay. Can I bargain with what the fuck is that?
Yes.
Ooh.
I can always find the thread.
No.
Okay. Oh, yes, what the fuck is that? Okay. Ooh, double fours. That's a 17.
17 is good. Your question was, do you see any traps?
Yes.
You, Valentine, have maybe the most keen eye for detail here. And were it not for Millie distracting you, you're almost sure you would have noticed that trap that she surreptitiously led you into. Plight didn't want anyone to make it to that console, but now that he ostensibly knows somebody's coming, because why else would somebody go this way? It is almost as though he is inviting you in. There are no traps to stop you from entering. In fact, you, of all people, can see into the tumbler that it is unlocked.
Well, the good news is there are no traps. The bad news is that means that he is probably sitting in a very comfortable chair watching this door. And we'll be ready the moment that we decide to go through.
Well, in that case, I don't know that it matters that we take that much time with it. We might as well just get on with it.
After you, then.
Hate to leave a
It's-
customer waiting.
Chance is going to lead the way.
I would still like to try and move unseen.
By all means, go ahead and roll, and I'm going to go ahead and add a difficulty onto that.
Why?
Circumstance.
You hate me. It's not gonna matter then. It was a 4.
A 4 is not going to do it. I will not impose any of the move unseen consequences onto you, because this is
'Cause you're
already
gonna
going to be
bully
mean
us.
enough.
Oh, no.
Who goes first?
Not Valentine.
Yes, Gwen?
The Baldur's Gate senses are like, "Meh, meh, this is bad. We shouldn't go here. We shouldn't do this." I'm just panicking. That's all.
Listen, I would never force you guys into combat.
You led us down a one-way tunnel to a one-way door.
This is what you opted for.
I mean, we can try the front door, y'all. That's a genuine statement. We can try the front door.
Can I?
I don't know that.
Oh, go ahead, Alex.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, I don't know that it matters at this point. So,
Can I do a recall lore?
Recall lore.
Just
Whatever
about
for.
just about this place, and like I'm looking for layer actions. So like some kind of, I don't know, like I just want to know if there's like anything that I would know about this place in particular.
I don't know that you've ever set foot in here.
That's fair, but I've stepped foot outside of here.
That's correct. So has everybody.
Okay. Fine, we go through the one door in the one place. Let's go.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
The wounds that were cauterized, were they still smoldering by the time we got to them?
No, they had cooled down.
Do we have a sense of how long had passed?
You
I'm trying
think
to
maybe 10 minutes.
So he's
Given
been
how
through here
fresh
in
the
less
blood
than 10 minutes. Because it's still smoldering? Is that a safe assumption?
Given the information that you have, yes.
Okay. I'm going to pull I'm going to set my doctor's bag down. I'm going to take off the gloves that I have on, pull on 3 sets of gloves, and pull out the gunblade and hold it at the ready.
Nice.
I'm still waiting to find out who goes first.
Not Valentine.
I'm gonna.
Chance is volunteering.
Yeah,
I'll be
Chance.
right behind you.
Chance is just looking at the odds and knows that like we're gonna have to get this over with one way or the other, and our chances just decrease the longer we wait because that gives them time to prepare.
Chance, you ascend first. The hatch hisses, and you do not note any particular temperature. I think probably because you are not built to feel temperature. The rest of you can see steam coming off of Chance's hand. As you ascend into a waiting room, a foyer, essentially, to this place, there is a red, lavish carpet at your feet, and the floors are pure obsidian in here. There are statues of Mother Grievance and the 4 Arc Sentinels lining the walls, and there is a big, dark steel door leading into the room where you have to presume that Plight is. A throne room, almost, of sorts. You can hear the hum of magic and electricity going in that room.
I'm just going to start moving towards the door, waiting on everyone else to come up through the hatch.
The rest of you all come up through the hatch. You see the same thing I have just described. You see there is a fresh pitcher of water on one of the tables in this little foyer, as well as small little cookies. The same kind that they give you on airplanes, almost. Or at least would be the closest, the closest real world equivalent.
Oh my gosh.
Are they hiring?
A single black rose in a vase behind this little spread. This, perhaps, I think all of you would notice, is maybe the most fresh thing in this room.
The roses?
Yes.
I would like to take it.
You take a rose.
Thank you. I put it in my bag.
Cookies, but
Assuming Chance goes for the door.
I would wait for everybody to just like give me a nod. Chance would just turn around and look at everybody just to make sure that they're ready.
As ready as I'm going to be.
Great.
Go.
Chance is opening a door.
All right. You swing the doors open. The carpet continues on. You find an obsidian throne room with pillars lining the walkway up to a blue throne. This throne seems to be composed of ice, and sitting in it is the wretched man you saw on the tape, melting the ice actively as it is being refreshed and replenished. There are 5 statues lining the side of the room, 3 on the left and 2 on the right, as well as 2 flaming pillions just sitting there. Roaring fires are going. The doors open and you see the fires roar up even more. The face of Plight twists into something more akin to disgust. I will make the token larger so you can get a good look at the art I am using for this. Those 2 steel pikes through the eyes, very clear as day. I hope that you are all in the Roll20 to have seen that. You see he cracks his head, his neck twice, and then cracks his knuckles and his back, gets up, and from his back pulls his two Kopesh blades. I didn't think anyone would be foolish enough to stop me. Or to try. Rather, I commend your arrogance, but seeing as you are only Baramet dogs, I imagine that this will be quick work for me. Unless, of course, you're open to a deal.
I'm always open to hearing one.
Good man. A man with sense. A man who knows when he is in the presence of betters.
Oh,
Something like that.
You see Plight pulls out the tome, the hard drive of arithmancy. One of you wants this, yes? To take over the family?
Those were indeed the beginning bargain. That was the beginning bargain that we set out with. Those are correct terms. Yes.
So, I extend to one of you the chance to walk out of this scot-free. Take the tome, evacuate the city, and when you return, you will have the Baramet family at heel. That is my guarantee to you.
Jerry is tempted by this for a moment, but he remembers what Orgo had planned. And this isn't what Orgo had planned. Evacuating? The Baramets don't run. And so Jerry, like, steadfast, stands and, like, pushes aside the temptation.
Chance is gonna pop up and say, "You've told us what we get out of the deal. What do you get out of the deal?"
I get you to leave me the hell alone. Plus, killing 3 of you will be easier than killing 4. In one fell swoop, I eradicate your competition, and I get what I want.
Wouldn't anyone we'd have power over be dead?
Death is such a mortal concern. You will not need to worry about the current living state of your minions once you return.
And that means
I'll leave that open to your interpretation and say you just have to trust me. A little trust goes a long way in a business partnership like the one I'm offering.
sounds more like trading one boss for another.
Yes, but wouldn't I make a better boss, being as I don't have to buy you?
I hate any boss.
Oh, ho, ho.
Very well. I suppose fiefdom does not suit everybody. And you. All the corpses you could ever want when you come back.
Valentine is so tempted to take this deal. But this is gruesome. It's not as fun when they're handed to you as corpses.
Oh.
You see Plight shrugs, throws the tome on the ground, and stomps on it. And there is a metallic crack as their foot burns through the tome. That's fine. Like I said, this is like stomping bugs for me. And you see He begins to run and drag his Kopesh blades on the ground. They cross over a sigil that you had not previously seen as it begins to charge up in light. We are going to begin combat.
Let's go.
I have built for you a little room to play in. Plight is going to take a movement pre-combat.
Give me 10 minutes to just read my whole character sheet and make sure I understand it. I've been like trying to like read and listen at the same time, and I've read the same one sentence like 20 times.
I get that. JT,
Yes.
are we allowed to position ourselves within the green?
Within the green square. That is your
Shit.
deployment zone.
Let's go.
I would like to place my lay nodes, please.
Absolutely. Where would you like them placed?
Nice.
I would like one here.
And these are what? Burst 3 areas?
Blast 1.
Yep, so 3.
Yeah.
3 by
so
3.
Yeah. I would like one here.
Can you ping that again? Okay, thank you.
And I would like one. Let's do it over here. I don't want it touching either
can
of
you
the.
ping it again?
I don't want it touching either of them.
Like right centered
extend it
right
out to 3?
there.
Yeah, perfect.
Like that. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool. Alrighty. Let us get into the meat and potatoes of things. Welcome to boss combat, everybody. The essential gimmick of the thing is I have modified it just a little bit to be better suited to streaming. Because if I did boss fights as they were, they would take 5 hours, and I don't want to do that. So we're playing regular mode, sorta. I'm just gonna be mean about it. So, combat, as always, is done in phases. The first phase, as always, is bolster. Is anybody defending or refreshing? That's absolutely beautiful for me, I think. Cool. Sorry, I just need to do some quick math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we are going to skip to phase 2. Phase 2 is channeling for anybody who's a spellcaster. Does anybody want to cast any spells?
I
Chance.
want to cast a Hex.
Sure.
I'll stab.
Are you casting it on Plight, I assume? What are the
Correct.
effects of Hex?
No, we're going straight for my dude. In fact, I want to use I can't use a technique, can I? Even if it is a spell?
You can use a technique as long as it's a channel. It usually says which phase that action needs to take place in.
Okay. Yeah, that ain't it then. Yeah. So just a Hex right now.
Okay. I will go ahead and mark him with a silly little condition. We'll do lightning bolts for Hexed. Cool.
Nice.
Anybody else channeling at all? And Chance, what does that look like when you hex?
Chance looks at the target and pushes a button on their chest on their screen, and as they do, it does the slot machine rolling for 3 different symbols, and it just comes up 3 skull and crossbones.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. If nobody else is going to channel, then I think we're going to move on to phase 3, volley. Is anybody volleying? I see
I will
one
be
volley.
volleying.
I see 2 volleys. Perfect.
Go ahead, Matt.
Either of
All
you
you.
can go first.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So first off, I'd like to limit break.
Okay, what does that look like for Jerry?
So, the alchemist limit break is Philosopher's Stone, which allows us to draw from a pool of 6 charges whenever you need to use consumable charges or MP for your abilities at a 1-to-1 rate. So, the way it looks when Jerry does this is that every time he's getting ready for service, when everything is laid out, he knows, being the one in charge, being the CDC, the chef de cuisine, he has to be ready to step in whenever, for whatever reason. If one is lagging behind, he'll jump in and assist. He'll call things out. He'll always be there so that everyone will feel supported, because of course the chef de cuisine, the leader, is going to have everyone's backs. And so what happens is he will taking out his philosopher's stone, you'll see just a little blur, and it looks almost as though there are 6 Jerrys that are standing at the ready, and they're all here ready for your orders, for whatever you need him to do. So mechanically, if you spend a consumable or consumable charge or MP, you can expend a Jerry instead, so you'll still have those charges and MP.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful.
And that was my minor action. For my major action, I would like to try to search Brother Plight to try to find out ability scores, attributes, and abilities.
Okay. I think search is just an action that happens, if I recall correctly.
I assume so, but I'm not 100%.
If you're
sure.
learning the target's ability scores, attributes, and abilities, then yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
So, the attributes of Plight. Plight is what's called a Fury. He is a tier 1, and he is a boss. He is vampiric. He has bulk of 3, an agility of 2, a mind of 2, and a magic of or a mind of -2, and a magic of 2.
Oh.
He has 25 HP. He has 5 mana, and he has the following ability called Bloodthirsty. Whenever he critically hits with a melee weapon attack, he gains temp HP 5. He has a weapon, which is a dual-wielded weapon. He has 2 Kapesh blades, which both do a reliable amount of damage at 3 each, and they do 4 each per hit.
Ooh.
He also has... Yep.
Can you explain reliable damage at 3, 4 each per
So
hit?
reliable damage means that if he doesn't hit with his weapons, they still both do 3 damage.
Got it.
So this is just reduced from the actual weapon that it is, because I've rebuilt it. Instead of 3 each, it would be 6 reliable, 8 damage.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
As far as other abilities go, he has a widened crit range while he is bloodied. And while he is bloodied, his crit damage is an increase of 1d6, plus an additional 1d6 because of a trait that he has.
All right. Okay. Whew. All right. That was my major action. I've used my minor action, and I can move, right?
You can move.
Excellent. So after sending out my little shadow clone Jerry's, after assessing the enemy and realizing, hey, we got to take care of business. Jerry is going to move forward 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. And that's it for Jerry.
Okay, perfect. So, Jerry, since we alternate turns here in initiative order, you are going to see this statue on the left begin to animate, raise his hand. You see in his arm a blue crystal has been embedded, and a light sensor on his palm begins to heat up. Go ahead and tell me your ADEF.
My ADEF is 9.
Okay, so that is going to hit. You are going to take 2 astral damage.
Oof.
As this little magic missile, I'll call it, arcs out of the hand and homes to Jerry and hits you.
He'll kind of shake it off and try to stand as firm as he can, still facing Brother Plight.
You see Brother Plight has cracked a smile at this point, seeing you get hit. I forgot to mention I'm not alone in here. All right. I believe Valentine had a phase 3 action as well.
Yes, I would like to volley. At the start of my turn, I'm able to slide 1 because of a ability that I have, and then I am going to take my 5 movement up to. Actually, I'm going to take 4 movement up to here, which I believe puts me within 5 range. Yes,
Yep.
which is my scope. So, Valentine slides once, sprints forward, stops near the pillar. You see the gun blade that he had drawn as a blade itself. The end of it kind of snaps outward and transforms into a crossbow, as I would like to shoot Brother Plight because I am afraid of him. Oh, and hold on. I have a thing.
Okay.
Fuck, that doesn't count here. Hold on, I have another thing. Where'd the thing go? Oh, free action. I'm going to use my immolation field, surrounded by a shield of burning flame. So as the 2 sides of the crossbow shoot out, flame and sparks come out from around it as well. Any character that starts their turn adjacent to me or hits me with a melee takes 2 astral damage. That is my free action, and I. So, okay. I'm just going to try this, and then, we'll go from there. I would like to hit Brother Plight with a crossbow.
Ooh.
Go ahead and make your roll.
Range 5 fight. Range 5. Range profile. Attacks with range profile. Ooh, okay. That's I add grit.
You do add grit.
That's an 18.
An 18 will hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Let's go.
So that is going to be where did it go? 1d3. So okay, I have an ability that allows me to spend MP to change my damage choice.
Okay.
I don't. Will you let me? Never mind. No, you won't, because that wouldn't be fair. Okay, never mind. I'm
Fair?
just gonna hit him.
What's that?
I'm just gonna hit him. Oh, that's 3. That's 3. 3 lunar damage.
What
Nice.
does this look like coming from Valentine? What does this bolt look like?
Ooh. The bolts, because it's lunar damage, the bolt is sort of crystalline and glitters with stars. Kind of looks like there would be stars embedded into it. But the
Mhm.
closer you look, the more that you would be able to tell that the bolt is shaped like a forearm bone. All of the fire weapons, all of the ammo that Valentine uses resembles bones that they have worked with in the past. And it shoots straight through, and as soon as it hits Brother Plight, it disappears. It does not pierce all the way through. It just disappears.
I'm gonna change that up a little bit because you're about to receive a very important piece of information about attacking Plight. Jerry, you see the cleanest shot you've ever seen from Valentine.
God
maybe.
Fucking damn it.
This arrow is true to its mark. It shatters on impact.
What?
Do I get the sense that this is because lunar damage does not damage Brother Plight?
No, you get the sense that this is something else entirely.
Okay. I will call out to the others then. Something is making him immune, and I am going to glance pointedly over at these 2 fire things that are happening. I forgot how you described them.
Yeah. They're pillions. They're basically large
Pillions.
bowls of flame, essentially.
I glance at one of the pillions. Hold on, let me see if I have a minor range.
So just to make sure I have it right in my head, Plight has not taken any damage yet.
Yes.
Correct.
Gotcha. Where were these little fire things?
They're just off to the sides here. If you you might need to scroll up a
I
bit.
was
The map
zoomed
is
in.
big.
I was zoomed in. I was like, I don't see anything. I see.
Then I would like to do, as my last thing, I'm going to jump back to try and use this pillar as cover, because I didn't use all of my movement.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Assuming no other players have phase 3 actions, I'm going to go ahead and get all these phase 3 turns out of the way real quick.
Oh my gosh.
This robot is going to advance forward. This robot is going to advance forward. Cherry, unfortunately, you're the only one in line of sight with any of them at the moment, and their range can't reach back behind you. You said your ADEF is 9?
Yes.
It's 1 out of 4. 2 hits out of 4, so you're going to take 4 more points of astral damage as 2 of these missiles intersect with each other and essentially cancel each other out. If you've ever seen like how 2 opposing energy waves interact, it's almost like that. They sort of phase into each other and fizzle. But the other 2 are right on mark as you take 2 more hits.
Jerry, like, as like he's taking the hits and he notices those 2 phasing each other out, Jerry's just gonna call out, looks like you guys need to work on your teamwork.
They don't say anything. They are not thinking creatures. But you see Plight does note that you said something cool.
Great.
Okay, we're going to move forward to phase 4 reposition. Is anybody doing any movement actions? Okay. Plight is going to take his first turn.
Oh.
Let me just double check and make sure that I've got everything I need here. Cool. Life could be dream. Cool. Plight is going to move right up to you, Jerry. You are ripe and fresh for the picking.
Yup.
And he's just going to start swinging.
Okay.
Okay. That, what is your dodge?
Oh, my dodge is 9.
It's very consistent, very easy.
Yeah, it's my lucky number too.
Not today.
Oh no!
You guys watch 2 Kapesh blades rain down on Jerry. Jerry, your chef's coat is torn by these slashing blades. You take 8 physical damage.
Oh, that takes me past my health.
So you take a wound, if I'm hearing you correctly.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. Let me get the wound table open.
Ugh.
Wounds. Where are my wounds? Table. I guess we control F. Sorry, gamers. I just want my. There it is. Okay, go ahead and roll 1d6 for me.
Okay.
Assuming this is your first wound.
First wound, 4.
Okay. Four is going to be a broken support item.
Okay.
So
Do I get to choose?
Yep, you destroy one of your support items. Limited and consumable equipment can only be selected if they have charges remaining. If you can't destroy a support item, this becomes the broken weapon result.
Okay. Great. Oh man. I think this is pretty fitting. Like, I imagine that after getting hit so many times, Jerry is thinking about escape. And so he's got his smoke charges like in his hands. And in that moment, as those blades come slashing down, those smoke charges just get sliced in half, falling to the ground inertly.
I can't believe Orgo Baramet chose such ants to succeed him.
And Jerry, having been like hurt so bad already, in this moment, he thinks back to the first time he failed in one of the jobs that Orgo assigned him, one of the potential missions, and just a little flash of doubt goes across his face. And he's like, "Am I really a failure?"
Okay. We are going to move on from phase 4 to phase 5. Is anybody brawling?
So I have a question. I cast my hex earlier, but it is a trait. Does that mean I can still fight, or do I have to wait?
Yeah, that would have just been a minor action on your turn.
Okay.
So that's not a channel. You don't have to channel a hex.
Okay, good to know. In that case,
It'll say channel on the spell, so you can
Got
go
it.
ahead and take a turn.
got it. In that case, we gonna fight.
Let's go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna attack, and I think I'm going to use. That's not going to be a good one. All right. we're going to, we're just gonna go straight up with the moon knives. And I'm going to throw them at. Let's see. How much can I move? Because I don't want to hit Jerry. I just don't want to do that.
You have, it looks like, a speed of 6, so you can move 6 squares.
Okay, I'm going to do that by coming up here next to the good doctor so that I have a clear line of sight. I'm going to throw my moon knives and hope that they hit, because if they do, then that gives them Edge of Darkness.
Ooh.
Which I would gain 3 temp HP, and the damage would increase if I hit him. So
that is when you defeat, wound, or overstress an enemy.
well, if I wound him, wound's a very specific thing here.
Wound is a very specific
Got
thing.
it. Okay, that's fair. All right. So now you got to help me with, what am I rolling?
You roll a d20, you add your grit.
Adding the grit. Okay. Grit. I did not do well. That's a 4.
I'm afraid that will not hit.
It did not.
Jerry, you see 2 lunar knives go astray behind you.
Jerry's gonna look back and say, "Keep it up. I know you can do it."
You're just going to see Chance just nod very matter-of-factly, but I think that this is the first time that Chance has, is sitting there going, they might actually, care. They've always cared, but they're looking at this situation and they don't want something to happen to Jerry.
Okay. Is anybody else brawling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Get in there, Gwen.
Okay, so I'm going to run up. My move is 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go right here. And I'm going to. I'm trying to think if I want to do this or not. Yeah, I'm gonna cast, or not cast, but I'm gonna use a mana to do my minor action Vow of Vengeance on Plight.
Do you want to use a Jerry charge?
Oh, that's true. I could use a Jerry charge. I'll use a Jerry to
Let's go.
use Vow of Vengeance on Plight.
You begin to channel and you watch one of the 6 Jerrys unravel with a thumbs up.
Yes.
I love that.
The spell has been Jerry approved.
Nice. And I think remind me again, what did you say Reliable did?
Reliable means that if an attack with that weapon misses, it does the reliable damage still to its target.
Okay, so even if I miss. Cool. Then I think I'm gonna have out my Photon Axe instead of my Holy Avenger for this then.
Okay.
Because that does 4 reliable. And I'm just making sure. Yeah, I think this is all I'm gonna do at the moment. Just double checking. Actually, okay. after you hit. Okay, so I'm going to do this first. So yeah, I'm just going to hit Brother Plight with this photon axe and hope it does something. So that'd be 2, because the Vow of Vengeance gives me advantage basically.
Yep.
So 2d20s and then add grit, you said, correct?
Yes.
Okay, where is grit? Grit. Oh, take 2. Oh, 1 popped out. Oh, no. Shit. That's 13.
A 13 will hit him.
No shit. Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
Cool. Great. So, sorry, there's something else that I do want to do. Okay, cool. So that is 4 reliable, and then it's 1d6.
So you don't do reliable typically if the attack hits. You
I
only
see.
do reliable if it misses. However, in this case, because Plight is special and you are breaking the current stage of invulnerability that he's in, you are just going to do reliable damage.
So I don't roll.
No, you will not be rolling.
Okay,
Not yet.
Oh.
gotcha.
However, Gwyn, you come out, you hit, and there is a crack of some kind as this magic breaks. Valentine, you see your arrow reappear, phase through him, and do the damage that it was meant to do. Which
Nice.
I did keep track of.
Glad I did that because I was.
And the axe comes down for 4 damage.
Let's go.
Or is there anything else with your turn?
Yes. So I have a Great Weapon Master cleave. So
Mhm.
once around after you hit and hit and deal damage to a character with a heavy weapon, I can take a stress, and I can choose a different character within my weapon's reach. And they take damage equal to half of the total damage
It
dealt.
doesn't matter. They're minions. They have 1 HP and no wounds. They die. It's a robot. So
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
you drive this axe into Plight, and then you bring it back around to this robot. The robot, piddly little thing, very clearly Farlight made because it is so inefficiently constructed compared to like Rust Color.
Cool. Oh, sorry. There's 2 things. There's so many things to read. So I use cleave. You can choose. Oh, okay. Never mind. I won't do that second part. Cool. So I just use or get a stress, and I kill that guy. Awesome. Great. I'm done, I think.
Okay. All right. That will move on to NPC.
Hang on. Can I don't know how this works. Can I surge to do something here?
You can after I do the thing I'm about to do. I promise.
Okay.
There is a brief moment of silence in the battlefield as the robot collapses to the ground and Plight has a wound, not like a mechanical wound, but a physical injury from two places, and he sort of cracks his neck and looks to you, Gwyn. Oh, this is going to be. And as he's cut off, there is a knife thrown, just barely meets his cheek before it disappears and rewinds.
Let's go.
And then it lands. It meets with Plight.
Yes!
And in teleports
Yes!
Millie.
Oh my gosh.
Sneaky son of a bitch.
Yes.
Okay. We will. Sorry, no, go ahead. I was just. No, you go. You go. You're joining us for the first time live in media res. You go. A 17 will hit plate.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so happy you're here, Harp. Oh my god.
Life could be dream.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, let me crack a calculator out. And then I need a bit of housekeeping actually from Kian. How much damage was your arrow meant to do?
3.
3. Okay. Perfect. All right. Cool. Millie has appeared. Matt, I am not going to forget that Jerry is surging as well,
Yeah.
but I am going to send us to break here in a moment on
Sounds
this.
good.
These knives hit, this arrow hits, the axe hits. Oh, I need to actually add harp to the overlay. I forgot about that part. Sorry, I'm used to
Millie too
overlays
stealthy.
automatically
Too
having people on.
stealthy.
Harp has been too stealthy, gamers. There she is, I believe.
Hi.
Wait, they couldn't hear me either. Oh my god, I can just do the turn if we want over after break.
We'll go over after break and I'll give the cool visual and then Jerry can surge. We're gonna take a break. Harp is here. That's way less impactful than I had initially anticipated. That's my fault. For the record,
What?
I should have done it while she was cam off and everything. We'll be right back. Take a bio break. Have food if you need it. Take a drink. Do a bio break. Get up, stretch your little leggies, and we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Have a wonderful break, everyone. Welcome back, everybody. All right, we have fixed the no harp issue as far as the cameras go. We are ready to get back into it. We're going to rewind just a little bit to Gwyn's axe breaking free of this magic that was protecting Brother Plight. And Harp, if you would like to go ahead and reiterate Millie's turn for us, that would be great.
So you heard JT's description of the knife getting thrown, then rewinding, then getting thrown back. Millie stands there, grabbing the knife. The hand that Valentine. It starts with the same 5 letters. That Valentine had stabbed through is just hanging at her side, like she's truly not using it. And she like just looks back at the rest of them with a very neutral expression, actually, and teleports to the other side before thinking for a second, and then getting just enveloped in shadows as she limit breaks and surges, and in the blink of an eye, teleporting on on like all 4 sides of Blight, and then as Valentine is looking at Blight, just appearing in the middle of his vision and just saying quietly but loud enough, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." And then while maintaining eye contact, throwing a knife back for like 17 damage, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like how you're like I think it was something like 17 points.
Well, I think it was 17. I did. Oh.
No, but it's just like the way that you say it so nonchalantly.
Yeah,
And
I
we've been
think-
over here like,
No big deal.
did we hit him for like 1 point?
Okay. Yeah. So Millie, that last knife impacts and all the Millies stab in. The flaming pillars on either side of the room erupt in massive flame before almost equally as instantaneously going out. You are all enveloped in nigh total darkness before Plight begins to glow a raging red glow. I need everyone to make me a mind save.
Uh-oh.
And how would one do that? Just like
You roll a d20 and add your mind.
Okay, cool. Just checking. I'm just double checking.
Can we have any context to see if we can bargain with our skills?
Nope.
GG.
Okay.
That's a 17 for Valentine.
Okay.
18 for chance.
17, 18.
Oh,
See a
no.
5 in there.
Yup.
15.
15,
Or-
okay.
13.
13. Okay. Jerry, you and you alone are
Oh,
racked
no!
with guilt and
Great.
anger and fear as an aura of pure hatred bombards you. You're going to go ahead and take 4 discord.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you that don't know, including our audience members, discord is like Lancer's burn. When you take discord, you immediately take that much damage, and then at the end of every turn, you make a save, in this case a mind save, to clear it. If you don't clear it, you take that much damage again.
Brutal.
So Jerry, you were going to take 4 damage as you are filled
All right.
greater than your psychic capacity with hate. But I do
Okay.
believe you were going to surge.
Yeah. Jerry, it's like as quickly as the feelings of joy came when Millie showed up for the save, they're immediately replaced by Brother Plight and this foul aura. And Jerry was contemplating two things here. But being a member of the Baramit family, pride before self. And he knows he could clear this. But instead, he's going to take out his standard of courage. He's going to take out that family banner as his minor action and slam it down. If you wouldn't mind putting a little token for me with a burst 2 zone, I'd like to put it right here.
Okay, sure. I have a token. Of course, I have a token for this. We're just gonna use the red one.
I know it's not.
You said a burst 2, and you want it centered here.
Yes. Is that how it
Yeah.
works?
So burst 2
great.
means that it will burst out 2 in every direction.
Great.
From its
I
center.
Think,
so you're going
flavor wise, I just like it being right next to me.
You are, for all intents and purposes, you are encompassing everyone in the party and Brother Plight.
Oh, sick. Okay, so mechanically, for y'all, you get +1 accuracy on attack rolls, checks, and saves while you're in here. And when you start your turn in the zone, you gain 2 temporary hit points. Now, that was my minor action. Now it's time for the whack-a-mole action as I use my front line to take a swing. And I have a question for you, JT.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got copycat.
You do have copycat.
Can I spend an MP to copy one of his techniques right now?
You can do that when you search as a minor action.
Okay, I will do that later then. In that case, I'm just going to take them swings. That's D20 plus grit?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh, 8 with my standard. Oh, wait, no. That's not it. Sorry. Accuracy is a D6, right?
Accuracy is a D6. You add it to your
I might plus 12?
12 is going to hit.
Yes! Oh, for family. Okay. All right. So in that case, that'll be 1d6 plus 2, 4 damage.
Okay.
And whenever I fight, one ally of my choice within scope gains 2 temporary hit points. So I'm gonna toss that to Millie. It'll be like a hey, I knew you couldn't stay away from us.
Okay. Jerry, also as a note, you bring your front line down onto Plight, and you are met with some sort of physical rebound. You're going to take 2 physical damage as recompense for this attack.
All right. Oof. It's okay. It's okay. When you're in the kitchen, you got to be able to handle the heat. And when I end my turn, I'm gonna take that Discord damage, which sucks. But I also have sanitizing vapors. At the end of my turn, an ally within range 3 can clear a stress. So I might be presuming, but Millie, when did you use a stress with your surge?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm almost overstressed.
Oh my gosh! Wait, breaking? 2 stress if you're breaking. So then I look. What's a smell that Millie enjoys?
Oh God. I think genuinely, I think it would be like the kitchen. Like I think it would be the kitchen of the place. I think she goes there all the time, genuinely.
Oh my. Okay, great. So then maybe in the course of me like getting hit so many times, there was just like a little bottle of olive oil that like got struck, and then some of the olive oil starts dripping down, and then it's like those familiar smells wash away a little bit of that stress. And that's
so
it for
sweet.
Jerry.
Oh my god.
Okay. That is a surge for Jerry. Is anybody else doing anything in stage 5? Valentine?
Hold on, I may have raised my hand too soon.
Is anyone else doing anything in stage 5?
Don't rush me.
I'm not rushing you. I'm giving you
You're
time
not
to think
allowing
about
me
it.
to do anything.
Nope.
I wasn't even on my character sheet. I was
Rocks fall on just Valentine.
I was writing shit on Harp's character sheet. To be a dick. We're on stage 5.
You're in stage 5. You can do anything when
Perfect.
you surge.
Yes, I would like to surge, please.
Okie dokie. What are you doing?
Valentine, I get to slide 1. I'm going to use my other. Oh fuck, not that. The rest of my stuff. I'm gonna slide 3 and slide into. I think Am I in the bubble, Matt, that you just dropped for accuracy?
You
or
started
no?
in the bubble.
Oh, okay, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get 2 temp hit points.
Thank God. I'm very afraid of this man.
Good.
Oh, I can't stand it. I hate it when you do that. And the edges of the crossbow, the outside sort of springs of the crossbow fall back in. The gun blade becomes just a simple blade again. I'm going to use it to strike at Brother Plight.
Mm-hmm.
An accuracy plus grit is an 18.
An 18. That is going to hit. You're going to take 2 physical damage with it.
That's fine. It eats through my temp HP first, correct?
Yes, start with 10
Perfect.
HP, go on from there.
That is going to be wait. Range profile, melee profile. 3 points of physical damage. And then
Okay.
I slice twice, and the second time with the blade still buried in him, I use it to push myself back as I start to slide a little bit back a ways to get into my circle.
Let's
And
go.
I'm going to spend 2 MP to then use my gun blade for the opposite profile. So I can now use it for a ranged profile attack.
Okay.
Do I still get that accuracy?
I'm going to go ahead and say because you're out of the radius of the thing, unless it explicitly states that for the turn they get it.
You have to be in it for the accuracy.
That works for me. That's still going to be a 14.
A 14 is going to hit.
So that's going to be 2 points of lunar damage to blight.
Okay.
As I
Let's
slide
check
back
those
into my
distances
spot.
here. Good.
Real quick,
And-
before we resolve that damage, I would like to say that my shadow clones don't go away until the end of the scene right now.
Ooh.
And if Blight hasn't moved, then it's just once per round. And
Plight
this
has
is
not taken a turn yet.
okay, but this is the same round, is it?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's,
It is the
it's
same
been the
round. Okay,
same
never
round
mind.
all stream.
Sorry, I wanted the melee clones to hit on Valentine. I'm sorry.
Fucking tracks.
I'm sorry.
Valentine.
No, like hit with your hit.
Oh, I thought you meant hit Valentine, which, like, honestly would have been fair. As Valentine is moving away from Millie, Valentine just says, it seems you're as lethal with one hand, darling, as you are with two. I don't know what you're so upset about. And
It
then,
hurts.
this is a first for you then. You're learning things. Valentine will slide back into that spot. I'm going to hang out here. Is hiding, not hiding. Do I get cover from these things?
You do from Plight if Plight were to use a ranged attack,
Perfect.
but the Sentinels have homing.
That's fine. That's fine. That is my surge. Oh, I forgot to take my stress. Who? Oops. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
I'd like to use my limit break.
Are you surging to do that?
No, I don't want to do that.
Well, your limit break is what, a free action?
It's a free action.
Oh man, you could do that whenever you want. That's fine.
Cool.
I'll stab.
Yeah. So I think what happens is that Chance sees what Plight did to Jerry, and like putting all of this anger into Jerry, and just looks back at Plight and goes, "Turnabout is fair play." And I'm going to cast Doom Hex, which means that the character affected by my hex becomes dazed, marked, blinded, sundered, silenced, slowed, and weakened. And every single one of their turns, they have to make at least they have to make a magic save roll to take one of those off. So they can remove one per turn.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get. You said they
If
are
he passes. Dazed, marked, blinded, sundered, silenced, slowed, and weakened.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And I'm really glad that he's low in magic, because that's why I was like, oh, good. We might have a chance.
Tater tax.
Tater!
Aww.
Tater comes into the stream, delivers the Doom Hex, and then leaves.
Yes.
Blinded, dazed, marked, silenced, slowed, sundered, and weakened.
Correct.
Okay. He is affected by 2 of these.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Well,
That's
at least
still
he's got 2.
that's still good. That's still good.
Yeah.
Which 2?
He's affected by marked because he can't resist being marked. Blinded doesn't matter for him because he only attacks adjacent spaces. Dazed doesn't matter because he gets accuracy on the rolls that he would be making anyway. Sorry. This is all stuff you would know from Matt's search anyway. That's why I'm letting you know. Sundered doesn't matter because his resistances cannot be taken away except by vulnerability. Where did it go? And slowed doesn't matter because he's just going to sit here and hit people until they're either dead or he's dead.
Well, that's fine.
So he's marked and
and
weakened?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's
weakened.
still pretty nice.
Yeah.
Hit him while you can.
And these are, I believe, conditions, not statuses. Okay. Limit break done. Is anyone else surging?
Question, just because I'm a little confused in the combat. So this is after we've done all the phases, and this
Nope.
is like.
This is not a new round. This is phase 5.
Oh, this is still the same. I see. Okay.
We are in the same phase.
Gotcha.
Because 3 people surged, 1 person did a limit break.
If we surge, that just means we get another action, right?
You get an extra turn. Rules is written. It's so silly. In Lancer, it's just one quick action. In this game, it's a whole ass extra turn, which is great for game masters. We love surging.
I mean, I guess I could.
There is a stress cost associated with it.
That's fine. Maybe. Trying to see if I have anything to get. How do you get rid of stress? Is it a chillax?
It's like a recovery action you can take.
I see. Okay. I'm scared of what he's gonna fucking do. Okay.
It hurts.
It's not going to be pretty. It is not going to be pretty.
Fuck it. I'll search. While we
Yeah.
have him here, while we have him
Let's
sitting at the
go.
table. Okay. So I have my Vow of Vengeance on him. I'm going to. I think Gwen's gonna switch weapons. Can I do that for freezies?
Yeah, you can just do that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, she'll switch back to Holy Avenger and is gonna try to hit again.
By all means.
I'm just double checking. I have so much shit to read. Okay. We're gonna use these two. Okay. Plus 15.
15 will hit.
Woo!
You're
Okay.
going to just out of the gate. You take 2 physical damage for hitting with a melee attack.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm in the thingy. So do I already get the 2 points? The bonus.
You get the 2 temp HP. Yes.
So that basically just.
Yep.
Bye those.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very, very wise move by Jerry to lay that down.
Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to. Sorry. I just scroll up and down. Okay, so with my thingy, it is 2d6, but I'm going to spend another mana and do smite to this, which is a bonus d6.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
That's fun because that's the exact same d6 he's going to add to his attack against you.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Funny.
Because funny. Okay. Cool. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm missing something else that I was gonna do. I'm not. I'm totally not. Okay. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, that sucked. Okay. 8 damage. 8 astral damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all astral. And I think that is it. Yeah. Yep. Cool. So yeah, just did that.
Okay. You all lay down an onslaught of attacks. He is injured. He is now bloodied officially. And he is angry. You see one of the flaming pillions roars back up in fire. The other one stays doused. But he gives himself just a little bit of light. Now, I've been doing this in order of relevance because reading all of this would have taken forever just at the outset. But Furies have a trait called Building Rage. Whenever the Fury takes damage, they gain 1 rage point. Each point of rage gives their weapons +1 damage up to a maximum of 10. He has a special trait called I Am My Scars, which gives him 2 rage instead of 1 every time he would gain rage. This rage gives his weapons an additional +1 to hit and an additional +1 to damage up to a maximum of 10. With all of the attacks you have laid into him, he has 10 rage.
Dang.
Would we have known this with the search?
Yeah.
And that would have changed how I'd have done shit.
I apologize.
I'd have taken out some of these other little robots instead.
You still can. It's not like he can get more angry.
He could be less angry, though, is the point.
Tater has come to comfort us in our time of need.
Yes.
You know how sometimes cats like can sense death and like go and like sit with people who are dying? I feel like the Tater's just like sitting next to us and going like,
Oh, no. Buddy, are you
like,
here
hey,
to comfort
y'all.
them in their time of death?
It's like, yeah, maybe. A little harbinger.
Ow!
A
Soft paws, buddy.
little harbinger.
Little
Oh,
harbinger.
stab him! Stab him! Stab him! Stab him!
Get him, Tater.
You guys see that Plight sort of hisses through the pain. How many more roaches do I have to crush before you leave me alone? At the beginning of his turn, he's going to end a condition. That condition is weakened.
And he passed the save?
Boss trait, he can just end a condition.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this game is not nice.
Oh my god.
Oof.
He's still
Jinx.
slowed. The real question is, who wants to play the most? I think Millie wants to play the most. He is going to use his movement to ignore engagement and slide 1. That is going to put him at an angle with Jerry to his left and Millie to his down right. Gwyn, you are the only person who's threatened area he's moving out of. If you would like to, you may make an opportunity attack.
Rad. Yeah, I wonder if I can do that. What is that? Just with my blade again?
Yes, whatever weapon you have out at the time of
Only
attack.
Avenger. Do. Let's do these two. Oh, and I still have, yeah. Ooh, that's not gonna be very good. 11.
11 will hit.
What the fuck? Cool.
Let's go.
Cool beans. And I don't have my little smitey smite. So go. Woo! 10.
10 damage. Life could be dream.
Is this
Ash.
a new round or is this still the same round?
It's the same round. He is taking his turn in phase 7, is what I can tell
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Oh, that's full attack. Oh, that's the full attack round that he's walking at me.
It is the
towards
full attack
the ring.
round.
He's walking at me. Okay, interesting. Noted.
I will say I did misread. It is not to weapon attack. It is just to weapon damage, the bonus. However, Millie does a 16 hit you.
Yeah, actually. Oh, my dodge is a 15. My God.
Oh goodness.
Can I potentially like help Millie?
I'm willing to hear a proposal as to how you are doing that.
Well, Millie's like right next to me, and I have a background skill of Dance Dance Revolution. And I would like to use that as an ability to do some sick dance moves to maybe just yank Millie to an adjacent square.
Okay.
You tell me no. I just
Just for a show, I'm gonna leave it to your fellow players if you could do that or not.
I cannot possibly be impartial here.
I think that is really cool shit.
I think
that's
that's
very cool.
Yeah.
sick as hell.
Absolutely.
If you want to go ahead and make me an agility roll and add your
Okay.
accuracy for Dance Dance Revolution.
Yes.
So my agility is not great. Oh well, it's better than everything else, so let's take it. All right. Well, that's some good news for Millie. That's 20.
Yes.
They rolled an 18 and I have a +2.
Oh my god.
You know what? On a crit, I won't even make you the target of the attacks.
So I'm just gonna, while Chance is gonna see that he's about to come at Millie, and is just gonna like reach out and grab her hand and spin her in, and then like dip her.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Oh my god.
That's incredible.
Dip her to move her out of the way, and then just like stand her back up and go, "Welcome back, comrade."
She's like blushing. Oh my god.
I'll say out of instinct, Millie, you sort of leave a shadow Millie behind, and when you turn to look at the position where the attack would have struck you, there is just a crater. As
Dang.
Plate cocks his neck up at you guys. You are idiots. I'll say the kindest way I can put that. I will kill whoever I need to kill first. Take your pick. And that is, I think, to the entirety their turn.
Millie looks at Gwen.
He's going to make a quick roll there. You see one of his eyebrows cocks and he goes, "So be it." And we're going to cycle down phase 8 hits. Unless anybody wants to surge this round, we are moving to the next round. Okay, we are back up at phase 1, bolster. You can defend and refresh.
Yes. Please.
Absolutely, Matt. Which one you doing?
So first off, I'm gonna refresh because
Okay.
I'm hurting. I'd like to choose to spend a recovery to gain my health right now.
Yep. And just a reminder, that does not restore your wound. It just brings your health back up to peak.
Perfect. And then I'm going to choose to clear my Discord because especially after seeing the beautiful dip by Chance with Millie.
How could you possibly hate after that?
Yeah, exactly. The teamwork. We got this. So Discord gone. I'm gonna stay right here because I'm scared of getting swung at. But as I end my turn, is Valentine within 3 range of me?
Yes, Valentine is currently within 2 range of you.
Oh, Valentine, are you stressed?
Yes.
Are you breaking?
Yes.
Okay, can I ask you what smells does Valentine enjoy that you might find in a kitchen?
That I might find in a kitchen. The smell of sauteed onions.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
Good smell. Really good smell.
Yeah, in that case, like I imagine that as part of working at the Outback, and going on this mission, realizing like, oh, who I might be going with, he's got a collection of various ingredients that he knows that might ease people. And so as he's ending his turn, Jerry is going to pop open a little jar, and you just smell the smell of onions start to
Hell yeah.
float over to your nostrils and clear to your stress.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah. And that's it for Jerry.
Okay, that is going to bring us to phase 2. Is anybody channeling? That is a spell that has the channel trait. I see no channelers. We are going to move on to phase 3, which is volley or skirmish. You can mark, search, or volley. I see one volley. Okay, let's hear it, Millie.
Millie is. I mean, like, one sec. How much does this cost now? It's surging. Because, like, I was gonna do the same thing. Can somebody tell me how much the third surge cost is?
So surge costs 2 stress, and then 1d3 plus 1, and then 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, I will definitely overstress if that is the case. Okay. Am I still adjacent to Blight?
You are still adjacent to Plight, yes.
Yeah, sorry, Blight. Blight. Okay. Then I'm going to use my minor action to teleport to the other side, and then use my normal movement, and then replace that with Eclipse to teleport to the other one, leaving another clone behind. And then, yeah, to... Did you say I left behind another clone when Chance pulled me behind, or was that just
yeah, but it was immediately eradicated.
That's totally fair. So she has 3 clones beside him now. And she is going to walk out of melee range of him.
I have 2 choices here. I could assume that you were attempting to provoke an opportunity attack from him, which would make sense. It would be very dangerous for you if he hit. But I do think that he would, so he is going to try.
Okay.
Anger.
I just wanted you to say that because I have a trait that's once per scene when you would trigger an enemy's reaction, the reaction doesn't trigger.
Oh, snap!
Okay, yeah, he takes a swing. The shadow clones are, I think, for the most part, intangible.
Yeah. And like, as his swing, like, he overextends a little bit, I think, is when Millie just like turns around and just like kind of like she's kind of bug-eyed right now. Like she's kind of like she's focusing. And is like just like savagely throwing these now. Like there's a like kind of an element of precision or like nonchalantness to her normal kind of attacks, but that is gone now. As she is going to try and hit. I have to roll a d20 virtually. I just add grit, yeah? All right, that's right down the middle on the die. So that's a 12.
12 is going to hit.
Okay. That is 4. I'm so slow.
It's okay.
That's 14 damage.
14 damage. Christ almighty. Yeah, sure. So that's going to be... Bring him back around here. So he's going to roll on the silly little wounds table because he takes a wound.
Ooh.
Take that wound.
Show me wound table. Takes his first wound of the game.
Oh my goodness.
How many he got?
He's got 4, like you guys.
Wow. Okay.
However, he is going to be much easier to hit from now on. Not much easier to hit, much easier to wound from now on. You are over the first 2 hurdles officially.
Nice.
You throw some damage down on him. You hit him. You see something shifts in him. The single remaining pillion of fire roars up again before calming back down.
And after like that whole debacle, she just goes, "Don't call me stupid." And that's the end of the turn.
Okay. Is anybody else volleying before I go into enemy turns?
I am. I'm going to cast Curse Bolt.
Ooh.
And so
Ooh.
that's going to be... I'm going to move to be able to... Well, it says it's ranged, but it says that it's...
Your range is your scope. So your current scope is 10. You can cast that from anywhere within 10 squares of him.
Great. I'm not moving then. I'm going to throw a Curse Bolt at him. Let's see. So roll to hit.
Yep.
And you
And
get
do
a
it.
plus D6 accuracy within the zone.
Within the
Okay.
auto
Yeah.
zone, yeah.
Within
Oh,
the
yeah.
auto zone.
And you also got 2 temp HP when you started your turn there.
Heck yes. And when what do I add to this? Is it magic?
I think for attacks it is nothing but your grit.
Okay, 14 plus 2 grit, so 16.
That'll hit.
Awesome. Okay, so that ends up being 1d6 force damage. Let's see. So that's 3 force damage. It deals +1 for every condition the target has at the time of the attack. So how many conditions does he have?
So you're going to add everything from your limit break except for weakened, because he cleared weakened.
Okay, so, well, you said that the others didn't count, though. Like, he only had 2.
They count as conditions that he has. They just don't impact him.
Oh, I love that then. Okay,
Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 6. So 6 plus 3 is 9. And on a hit, the target is marked, and I can choose to either Haze Curse him or Soul Curse him. And we're going to go with the Soul Curse. So until the mark is cleared, he receives +1 difficulty to all of his checks and saves.
Nice.
That's big time. So you said you did 9 damage to him?
Correct. Force damage.
All right. You have driven him back down to bloodied, which is when it gets a little harder for you guys. This whole build is about being bloodied for as long as possible. Okay, so it is going to be enemy turns. We have 4 little robots left. I'm going to throw 1 at Chance, 1 at Valentine, 1 at Gwyn, and 1 at Jerry. Sound good?
All right.
Oh, wait, one second.
Yeah.
Since he's still hexed, I want to make sure. I think he gets another lasts until I regain 1 MP. Once per round, you can deal an additional 1d6 bonus damage on a successful attack against the hex target. So he gets another d6 worth of damage.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
This is always the problem with me playing paladins, is I always forget my auras too.
Oh.
So that's a +4. So that means that he got 14 force damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okey-doke.
And then let's see. Each round, if you inflict a condition on a hex target, you can also inflict the same condition on another enemy within range 5. Is any of his little robots within range 5?
This robot right over here would be in range 5 of you.
Yep, he's now hexed. He has he is hexed until the end of his next turn.
Okay.
Cool. All right, sorry.
No worries. Cool. So, Chance, what is your ADEF?
Dang. ADEF is 9.
Okay, that's going to be a miss. Jerry, your ADEF is 9.
Yes.
It's going to be a hit. Same 2 astral damage from the
All right.
robots. Valentine, what is your ADEF?
6.
Okay, 2 astral damage. And Gwyn, what is your ADEF?
7.
That's going to be a miss.
Ooh, okay.
2 hits, 2 misses, same deal. Hi, Tater, come on. Here you go. Hi, buddy.
Aww.
Good, good. Any other volleys? Yes?
I will volley.
Okay, let's hear
No,
it.
I won't. Never mind. I've
All
changed
right.
my mind.
Let's not hear it. Buddy, you gotta chill.
But I want
Let
to
him
roll.
sit there.
Let him roll the damage.
Okay, that's going to bring us to phase 4s. Anybody acting in phase 4? That is your repositioning, hiding, other phase 4 actions that are less explicit because they're character specific. If not, we are going to give good old Plighty a turn. No? Good. Good. He's going to slide back up, clear a condition. He's going to go ahead and clear fucking the god damn it. One of them.
Mark.
Just pick
Mark.
one.
He was weak.
Do you clear the conditions when you spend them to add damage?
No.
Yeah, so he's still got all those conditions, so he's just gonna pick one and clear it.
Okay.
Probably the one that gives him difficulty because I don't want that for him.
I do. I want that for him.
Gwyn. Millie picked you. So Plight is going to attack you. Woo! I believe that is a crit from Plight.
Oh.
Cool.
This is going to be ouchy for you.
We really thought we wanted heart back in this game, huh?
We really did.
You're going to take 28 points of physical
Holy
damage.
Shit.
Okay, so that gives me a wound.
He is at plus 10 fury, or plus 10 rage. He has a deadly critical.
Jeez.
Who was that to?
Me.
Gwyn.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a d6 if you're
Okay.
taking a wound.
Can I do a reaction? Gwen is still gonna take the wound with this reaction, but
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
yeah.
Don't worry about
I
the
know how
wound. You're
attached
taking
you
the
were.
wound.
Yeah. But rally, it triggers when an ally within scope takes a wound or overstress. And the effect is that there's no excess damage that carries over, and you gain 4 temporary hit points and clear any discord and conditions.
Okay, so instead of 28 damage, you take as much damage as it costs to give you a wound, and then you start back at max.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And then
so
you
I
get
just hit.
Plus 4 temp HP.
Woo! Nice. And I still roll the d6, right?
Yeah, because you are still taking a wound, and I need to tell you what happens.
It's a 6.
Okay. Broken weapon. Destroy one of your weapons. Limited and consumable equipment can only be selected if they have charges remaining. If you can't destroy a weapon, this becomes broken support item. If you can't destroy a support item, this becomes staggered.
Can I break my photon axe?
You can break your photon axe.
I don't want to. How do I break it?
It's broken. You just can't use it anymore.
I hope that was the right one to break. Okay, so they are broken. Cool. I don't think. JT, can you look at my limit break on there, because it has a thing about a reaction and the trigger is when you take damage, but would it not be in effect because I haven't done it yet?
Until the end of scene, once per round, you can deal 1d6 bonus damage on a melee attack against your Vow of Vengeance target. Reaction once per round, you take damage, you make a melee against. No. So as a reaction, when you take damage, you can make a free melee attack against your target once per round.
Even though I haven't said I do my limit break yet?
You can your limit break is a free action. You can do that literally whenever you want.
Okay. If I do it right now, then can I hit him?
Yeah, just tell me what your limit
Woo!
break looks like.
Snap.
Sweet.
Also, hi Raiders.
Hi Raiders! Oh my god! Neon Lights
Finale
Roleplay.
time.
Hello.
I'm being super nice to my players. They will tell you the same thing when asked.
Hold on, let me do it while I'm thinking of things. Typing. What do I do? Okay, I'll have to do it in a second. Sorry, I'll shout out in a second. What does it look like? I think it's gonna be kind of like what did his attack look like one more time?
His attack, he just moved in and started like recklessly slashing away with his curved blades.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna kind of be like a I mean, because that was a big fucking attack. So I think she's gonna kind of like go down a little bit, like on one knee, but as soon as he like does his last attack, she's gonna kind of use that like kind of to like move with it, like if it was like an energy like down up to kind of just take her Holy Avenger and literally just like like back up in his face.
Yeah.
And then so is it it's just like a normal attack, right?
It's basically an opportunity attack that you get once per round.
Sweet.
Nope.
Okay. With the extra that's the extra 1d6 is once per round. Okay.
Yeah, so you could add that onto this if you wanted to, which I believe is the idea.
Oh. Okay, I will. Well, let's see if I hit first. Oh, that's so annoying. 8. I don't think that hits.
You get to add a d6. You're in the.
Oh fuck!
standard.
I am in the thing.
You're in the Jerry
thing.
sphere.
Yeah.
It's my hit new social media app.
11 hits, right?
11 does hit.
Yes.
Okay. Cool beans.
He has a dodge of 10.
Oof.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so that is 2d6, and then I'm gonna add the extra one. So 3d6. Nice. That is 17.
17 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Come here. Stop it.
Let Tater celebrate with me.
Tater's like, I'm going to give you 1,000,000 damage.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Sorry. So that's 17 down to that. Down to that. Okay. Perfect.
Freedom fighter Tater.
Ooh, and we can kind of like flavor that since my wound was breaking my photon axe, like that was like on my back, and so when he was like bringing down the swords, he just kind of like broke it off my back.
I will say this as well, now that he is sort of doing these rage fueled attacks, much to I think probably Valentine's joy, the wounds are being instantaneously cauterized by his own blades.
Valentine is fucking tickled.
Blood is no longer being spilled. The best way I can pitch this right now is, Gwyn, it seems like he hates you so much that his blades are cauterizing your wounds and you are not bleeding. He just wants you dead. He doesn't want any of the mess.
Gwen's smiling in his face. She hates him too, so it's fine.
Excellent.
Okay, that is his turn. Yes. Cool. That's his turn in phase 4. We're going to move on to phase 5. Is anybody brawling? I got 3 brawlers in chat. You can go in whichever order you would like.
I mean, I'll go first.
Go for it.
Yeah, so I'm going to be throwing my moon knives. Yeah. So let's see, where am I at? Can I do that? Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna throw the moon knives. All right. And what do I add to that?
No, you add your grit.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, it's a 13.
A 13 hits.
Sweet. Okay, so if that is the case, it's 1d3 for each knife.
Mhm.
I gotta get my d3 out because I didn't do that. Silly. That was a silly move. Here we go. We roll with the Christmas die and hope that it brings good vibes. Wait, that's a. I don't have a d3. I have a d4. I was like, I just rolled a 4, and I was like, that's not right. Hold on. What's that? Here. Here we go. That's a 2 and a 3. So that means that's 5. And then I'm also using Edge of Darkness. So, well, did I wound him? Overstress him? Oh, wait, you're muted.
JT.
Sorry, it's the cat. You did what? 5 damage.
So far.
He is neither wounded nor overstressed.
Okay, well then I can't use that. However, I can spend one of my mana, and I'm gonna make this a soul strike. So when you attack with a weapon, you can turn it into a soul strike. The attack gains the etheric tag, deals half damage, and deals all damage as stress instead of normal types of damage. Additionally, on a hit, the target's dazed until the end of their next turn, and if the stress from the attack causes them to exceed a stress cap, they are sundered.
Okay. It does do that because you do 5 damage to stress. He does not have resistances while stressed.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
He is also breaking after the fact, which is so silly for you guys because he's just going to start attacking at random.
That's fine.
He's going to roll on the overstress table.
Oh, but he's overstressed now? So
yeah, he does hit overstress.
Yep, I gain 3 temporary HP, and my weapon damage increases to a +1 from here on out. So heck yeah.
Dang.
Huge.
Yeah.
Cool. He rolled lost mana. His mana is at 0. LOL.
Hey.
Nice.
Why do I just picture this fight as all of us have gone in a circle around this guy and just went like
just kicking the shit out of him, yeah.
I love it.
That's how you should feel. Who's next? Who's brawling?
Okay. First, I'm in the thingy, so I get +2 temporary HP. Hell yeah. Is there a max on that?
I believe it's D&D rules where temp HP cannot stack. So if from a source you would gain temp HP, you do not gain more unless it's a different source.
Yeah, so if you gain 2 from me, you can only get 2.
You have a max of 2 temp HP from Jerry's little orb.
But I got the 4.
You get 2. You get the 4. 4 is from a different source, so you get 2 on top of that.
So I have 6.
Yes.
Whee!
Yes, that's correct.
Damn.
Okay, dokie. I'm just gonna fucking hit him again.
Makes sense.
He's right there. With the accuracy thing, isn't there an accuracy thing too?
You get an accuracy because of Jerry's field.
And that goes to The attack roll?
The weapon attack, yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Please. Okay. Like to hit, right? The
Yes.
D6? Okay, cool. I think it does. It totally does. 16.
16 does hit.
Cool. Okay, so there's 2 there, and I'm gonna use another mana point to smite
You want to use
again.
a shadow, Jerry?
Shit, can I use another shadow, Jerry?
Yeah, I've got 5.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Another
Hell
Jerry.
yeah.
Another Jerry unravels.
Yes.
Okay. Badass.
Happy to help.
And
Sponsored by Jerry.
Sponsored by Jerry. Shit. I keep every time I scroll through my thing, I keep seeing stuff that I am supposed to be doing. One of the things that I haven't been doing is when I roll damage from a heavy melee weapon, I can choose to treat any 1s as 2s. Shit. So we're gonna do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So that's 9, 12.
He's so close. He
And
is
this is all
so close, guys.
astral damage.
Yeah, no, he's literally on the verge, gamers.
Oh snap.
Is he like looking weak and stuff?
Oh yeah, he does not look great right now.
Gwen is in battle heals. So with each of these like
Ooh.
slashes down, she is trying to stand much taller than him and kind of like looming over him. Because despite having a wound, she's fine. So yeah, she's doing like it's not a thing, but she has a menacing presence going on right now. But yeah, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Valentine, would you like to try to finish this out?
I shall. I will skedaddle on over. I'm actually going to move to the far side of him.
Oh snap.
And the gun blade is still a gun. I'm sorry, it's still a blade, so we're going to stick with that for right now.
Mm-hmm.
That will hit. It's a 13.
Yes.
A 13 is a hit.
1d3 plus.
How would you like to do this?
Oh, beautiful.
Let's go.
Oh, you handed this to the most gruesome of the folks.
Do it.
That's what I'm counting on.
Valentine pulls the blade back, slices down once, and I picture Plight kind of drops to his knees.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where our lines and veils are on eye stuff.
That's me. I'm a hard line on eye stuff.
Okay, thank you. I knew there was somebody at the table at one of my tables. He once Valentine has dropped him to his knees, he grabs, like puts a hand on the top of Plight's head, and just says, so sorry that it had to be a bunch of idiots that took you down, and pushes him hard enough to crack his head on the tile behind him, but doesn't even really stop, is going for the weapons, wants to look at the other 2 weapons. Like before Plight has even hit the ground, Valentine has stored his blade and is grabbing one of those.
One of the Kopesh blades?
Yeah, because Plight has been and will always be the most irrelevant thing in all of this to Valentine.
Okay. Plight's body slumps to the ground. Valentine, you kneel down to grab one of the Kopesh blades. It is getting unbearably hot in here. The flaming pillion hasn't gone out yet. And I think all of you do notice as Plight's body begins to grow very bright. A red hot, pure fire in his death. I need everyone to make me a body saving throw. If you have anything that could be construed as a protective material or protective action, I would encourage you to take it.
I do. I have face step. If I could spend a free action to teleport 5 spaces.
I will say 5 spaces is not going to get you very far here.
Then also, I mean, will it do a little bit?
No, this is
No. Wow.
what I would call, I think you guys would know, probably what I would call the equivalent of a contained nuclear blast in this room.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Oh.
It is
Okay.
a rumored failsafe for the deaths of the Ark Sentinels.
I'm going to use my move Body Shields.
Mhm.
And I'm going to run forward and grab I'm gonna if he'll allow it, I'm gonna grab Jerry and
Yeah.
grapple you,
Okay.
which is just essentially a bear hug. Because anytime I if any physical, astral, lunar, or force damage that I would take is reduced by 1. It's not great, but I'll take it. For every character that grappled by you. Actually, can I grab everybody? What if I just group hugged you?
What I will say is you can group hug everybody. That will give everyone an accuracy to their body save.
Group hug. I'm
if
just gonna bring it in.
If people want to stack on top of that, that's fine. So
Who wants a group hug?
I have a question before I accept.
Okay.
JT, when I teleported in, was that from like out of the room? Was that from like a window? Where was that from?
There aren't windows in this room. I was envisioning Millie had snuck her way in, essentially, right as the battle was kicking off, and you waited for your moment.
Okay. Was this like in like a hidden passageway, like on the other side of the room from where I'm at, like right now? Or okay.
Nothing hidden. It's just like a mounted little section of the wall, essentially.
Okay. How far away is it?
Not far enough.
Okay. Then yes, I would group hug with Chance.
Question, because I'm reading more things. Did I wound him at some point?
I don't think you were the cause of a wound.
Okay, then never mind.
You definitely were.
I was? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I think you were the first wound.
I forgot I get 2 more temp HP from another source. So
Nice.
I'm just adding it because I feel like we're about to get fucked up.
If we all group hug next to the banner, we also get an accuracy on saves.
Okay, so that would be 2 accuracy so far.
Yep.
Is there anything else anybody would like to add?
What you keep saying body, is that bulk or agility?
Bulk, sorry.
Okay.
Right. So everybody coming in for this group hug?
You get 2 accuracy on this check.
Okay. Whew.
Oh.
It's a 15 for Millie.
Okay, 15.
It's a 21 for Chance.
21.
Nice. I got my lucky number, 9.
9 for Jerry.
Yep.
It's an 8 for Valentine.
8 for Valentine.
Hold on, Blair can't math.
Take your time.
Oh yeah, 18.
18 for Gwyn.
Can I make the argument that, and I know that they got extra accuracy, but if I'm using body shields, technically they are using me as a body shield, so they should be also get the -4 on the damage.
This isn't really a damage thing. I was just looking
Okay.
for a majority pass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Else frown. But 3 of you
Oh my
passed. So we will watch as Plight goes up in a loud and bright blast, and that flash and ringing is what accompanies the camera down onto Farlight from afar. There is smoke billowing out the side of the citadel and alarms blaring as another Arc Sentinel has fallen and his ritual has been interrupted by his own failsafe. We zip on down to a casino, the Farlight card room as we have come to know it, into a conference room. Well, a conference waiting room where there are indeed 6 of you waiting there. The 5 of you and the accountant is tick-tacking away on his little calculator pad. You guys hear a gunshot through the door as you did at the top of this adventure, followed by sliding and the doors opening as Orgo invites the 6 of you in.
After you. She says it to everybody.
Are we there like right after that just happened?
Like, is this an all dogs go to heaven moment, or like?
This is you guys made it out and are very badly burned and singed and injured, but you have been called to Orgo and you don't ignore a call to Orgo.
Okay.
Question: before we left that room, I think Gwen would have checked if it's probably not, but Gwen would have checked if that tome that was smashed was still there.
I was gonna
It
check
was
for it.
smithereens, and
Okay.
post-explosion, it was probably just melted metal on the wall.
Just checking.
Chance would still bring the radioactive metal because Chance has no concept of the fact that, like, that's bad.
The 5 of you walk in. Orgo wheels his way from the body chute to the head of the table, blows the smoke off of their gold and bronze revolver that they use to execute people. Gesture for all of you to sit and insist upon it this time.
All right.
Millie, all set?
Is there a chair that's not attached to the other chairs, or is it all a couch situation?
No, it's a conference room. They're all not attached to each other.
Thank God. Okay, yes, Valentine was it.
The accountant stands at the back of the room by the door, tic-tacking away on his little calculator. Orgo puts the pistol on the table, slides it down the table to the 5 of you.
I'm grabbing it.
You grab the pistol. What do you do with it?
I'm gonna put it in my chest cavity.
He watches you do that before you see a single purple pulse from his eye, and the pistol reappears in his hand, and he slides it across the table again.
Can I copy his ability since I just saw him do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to. It's just for funsies.
I would expect 5 failures to be chomping at the bit for a chance to prove that they're the last one standing, but being as you are all here, none of you are chomping at the bit. I'm going to assume that none of you want the position.
I'm gonna pull out the hard drive and say, not a failure. It's just not in the condition that it was.
Oh, I'm
requested.
sorry. Is that whole? I didn't think so.
It is the tome.
Does anyone want to give an excuse or any color commentary before I decide what to do with the five of you?
It was Brother Plight. He smashed it.
I would like to point out that statistically, our odds of even having a chance were increased together. And in fact, we had all agreed that once the tome became available, that we would completely disintegrate the pact so that we could all each have our own chances to grabbing it.
Did you have a chance to grab it?
We did not.
Millie
I'm going to ask
is
you this one more time. Did you have a chance to get the tome?
This is so boring. She's gonna stand up. Am I needed?
That depends. How badly do you want this seat? And I don't mean the wheelchair, I mean the head of the family seat.
I have a seat.
Okay. He summons the gun back to his hand, cocks it, pick someone.
To live or to die?
Pick someone. And unless anybody else is going to speak up, I assume we're just going to let this happen.
Millie looks at the rest of them.
Of course, there was a chance for us to get the tome.
Outstanding honesty from you, Valentine.
Millie is
Now-
going to move. While he's saying this, Millie is going to move by his side
Why didn't you take it?
to his right hand.
Because he was posturing. Because you hired a bunch of dumb idiots to try and take this.
Are you questioning my hiring practices? As our mortician, I should think you had better sense.
The only commonality between how we all ended up here is you. You wanted honesty. If you're going to shoot somebody, you don't have to make a dance about it. Just shoot them. I don't want the seat.
Who's dancing?
Poor choice of words. I don't want the seat. So if you're going to make a deal out of it, just take care of things.
We did find one thing. Gwen found it, and Jerry's just kind of gestured, like do a little sign of how big the little tape is for the map.
Oh, the floppy disk.
The floppy disk.
Yeah, the floppy disk.
Yeah, Gwen will remember that, and hopefully it's still intact after a combat.
Yeah, I'll say the group hug shielded it enough.
And we'll just pull it out and hold it.
A map of what? The under thing?
Yeah. Complete.
That could be good. Everyone but Jerry, leave. Gwen, leave the disc on the table.
Why?
I don't pay you to ask questions.
Gwen's gonna hand it to Jerry. And then walk out.
Valentine, if you really truly do not want it, I do not expect you to see your accountant on the other side of that door when I'm done talking to him.
Noted.
As for the rest of you, stick around. Millie, you can do whatever you want.
I know.
Jerry,
Yeah.
my friend, why do you lie to me?
What do you mean?
Gwen did not find that disc.
Gwen was very valuable during the mission. She took some hard hits. I thought she should be rewarded.
You thought she should be rewarded for her hard work.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How would you like to run the casino? Not just the restaurant, the casino.
I'd love to.
Good. Go get them.
Okay, thank you.
I imagine you usher Gwen and Chance back in. Millie, where did you end up? And Valentine, where did you end up?
Was Millie not able to stay in the room?
You were escorted out of the room, but you were told to
Okay.
do as you please.
Okay. Millie's hanging out right next door.
Valentine would have asked the accountant if it was beneficial for Valentine to stick around. It's not my job to understand my uses. It's my job to do what I do. It's your job to
Unless
understand
you're-
what's beneficial for me.
Not unless you're personally attached to sitting in his chair.
No. I would just like to be able to keep doing what I do.
Right, and I don't think you have to worry about that with the rest of them, so I got a bunch of
Wonderful.
freshies for you.
Wonderful. Then
I
would
did
have
get your
left
text, by the way, after you climbed up the citadel before.
with the
all that.
bodies.
I got them.
Oh, you are a gift, my friend.
Aye. The accountant will turn to you, Chance and Gwen. Good luck. Orgo's in a bit of a bitey mood.
Real quick, before Gwen walks in, can I do something?
Sure.
She's going to say in that like over the top voice, "Good luck," and is going to slip into Gwen's pocket the knife that Millie can teleport to.
Oh.
I'm tired of him. And is going to kind of sit nearby, swinging her legs on a bench because they don't quite hit the ground.
Gwen and Chance, you are escorted back into the room by Jerry. Gwen, good to find on the map. I would like to, at the very least, offer you my seat. Or, in the explicit case of you and Chance, being as you both want this badly enough, co-ownership of the Baramet family. Jerry will be running the casino and the restaurant. You'll all be partners.
And what are you doing?
I told you what I'd be doing. I'd be running this city.
How does he look? Like,
Genuine and stern as you've ever seen him.
but like, is he like? You said something about it like a wheelchair. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
Is he
he
in a
is. They are wheelchair bound. Orgo Baromet is. That is why they do all their business up here. They have an elevator. They do go down from time to time, but they prefer to just, if they need to execute someone, they do, but they trust their family. So they allow them to handle the debt collection, the assassinations, the mortuaries. If anybody needs particular orgo care, that's why they have the body shoot.
I think I think would maybe this is a Millie question. Millie, is this blade that you gave me, is it like super identifiably yours? Or does it just like
I mean, it's Millie sized, but I don't think she's in the business of making things identifiably hers.
that makes sense? I just didn't know if I showed it, like if I had it out, would Orgo like know it was hers?
That's up to Orgo. She's not trying to make it known.
Almost certainly he would recognize your own knife.
Okay. I think then Gwen will have her hands behind her back and just say, what if I don't want it?
Then you're free to go.
Where?
Wherever you want.
Just like that?
Just like that.
I don't believe you.
That's too bad.
Why would you let me go now?
Can't really keep a bodyguard if you're going straight, can you? Doesn't look right. I have to be able to defend myself. A provable strength, you understand.
And how are you going to do that?
Well, I suppose I'll have to defend myself against attackers.
Chance, what do you think?
I think that this meets the goals that I set out for at the beginning of this mission. I would gladly share the seat with you.
Blair doesn't know what to do. Another Blair question. Is this feels off for him, right? Like this dude sucks.
Orgo?
Right?
Generally a very respectable person. Shady as hell, a criminal, yes.
But aren't we all?
But the shadiest of the Baromet family, like the most, gnarly people are the ones that operate under Orgo's orders. Orgo's a fucked up man, but he's never necessarily done anything that bad. You'd be looking at the rest of the family for those kinds of crimes.
You'd be looking at us, the people who work for him.
I mean myself too.
Exactly.
I think Gwen will kind of like stuff the knife in like some kind of like belt or something like back behind her, and just like look at Orgo and say, "Fine, if I can go, then I'm gonna go."
By all means. I wish you the best. Tell Millie I said hi.
She's gonna like not say anything in response to that, but look at Chance and Jerry and just say, "The two of you always deserved this, and I know you'll do the best and make this a better place."
Oh, and Gwen,
Mm.
just know that if you ever decide to not leave, I can defend myself.
That's good. And she'll look back to Chance and Jerry and just say, "If you need me, call somehow."
Yeah. Of course.
I'm gonna the same way I did. Excuse me, same way I did with Millie. I'm going to press a button on my chassis and pull out a union card. Say, "You're always one of us."
This is all I wanted. I wanted a business card.
Yes.
It's the long con for the business card.
So everybody gets a union card.
Yeah, she'll like stuff it and then walk out.
All right. I think that on the little vignette of Gwen leaving the casino, we are going to.
Is anything
Yes,
else happening in
right.
that room? Because I do have more if there. I mean, unless Millie does. Gwen was going to talk to Millie once we got out of the thing, but I didn't know if anything else is happening in that room.
It's up to you guys. Because
I
I'm
think
done.
just-
I'm going to close it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think just Chance is just going to shake, try and shake Jerry's hand. Just say, "I'm looking forward to working with you."
As am I.
Now let's start with base pay for the kitchen workers, and then we can zoom out.
Perfect.
As Gwen walks out, Millie looks like disappointed. Oh, okay. Sure.
Gwen's gonna like take out the dagger and like go to hand it to Millie. Do you take it?
Yeah, she'll take it.
She's gonna keep on to it and kind of like get a little bit closer. Be like, "I don't like you, but I need you. I have a job for you. If you'll take it."
You look so lost without a leash.
Oh my god. Don't fuck this up right now. You hate them as much as I do, correct?
No, they're boring though. I'll do this. I don't know what it is.
Not everyone, but there's a few people I want to rough up in the family
Okay.
before I leave.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do it. One person I want to rough up too. As she runs down the stairs behind Valentine.
Oh no!
Just very loudly. Just going to say, "Hey, Valentine."
Yes, Millie, darling.
Score's not settled yet. And she is going to throw a dagger, and it is going to get an inch away from the accountant's head before it's rewound.
I
I'll see
didn't
you later.
realize you had a problem with my accountant.
Only thing you care about, seems like. So, how else am I supposed to do this?
I think
Anyways-
Valentine looks genuinely shocked by that.
Anyways, we're gonna go. And she's gonna run back to Gwen.
God damn it, Millie, that is not what I meant. Basically, Gwen's gonna work with Millie to take out basically anyone who like brought her up in this crime family, because she does not like them.
Very good. We're going to pull away from the casino with Millie and Gwen walking out of it. Valentine and the accountant have returned to their very comfortable work. And we are going to end it there on our lovely little mini series here. We did go a little bit over time, but I want to give everyone a chance to sort of go around, remind us who they were playing, give us a little quick mini vignette of where you think they end up, as far in the future as you want, and then plug anything you would like to plug, and we'll get them out of here. We are going to go ahead and start, as always, with Blair.
Can I be last so I can do HSE stuff? Sorry.
No,
What?
I'm joking.
GT, please.
That does then instead bring us to Kian.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon, uptight-chiffon, depending on where you're hanging out. I have been Valentine tonight, as far as where Valentine ends up. If Millie does not kill his accountant, I think Valentine immediately performs what he would deem as emergency limb replacement. Not quite so, but if there is any chance of infection, then it must be purged. And so Valentine is going to make sure that that gets taken care of. And then I think probably gets to making some work on a prosthetic, and should Millie not kill the accountant, I think Valentine would eventually let her know that if she does lose full use of her hand, then Valentine is happy to do what he can to replace it. As far as what I am doing and where you can find me next, I'm going to be as quick as I can about that. Saturday, Fabula Ultima campaign over on Lost Caravan. Monday on Entropy Emporium, I'll be playing Brindlewood Bay. Next Wednesday, Fabula Ultima. Next Wednesday, Lost Caravan Nova campaign season 2. Next Saturday, Blooming in the Rot, our Invisible Sun actual play campaign over on Entropy Emporium. And then in nope, where did it go? Is it on the 4th that we start again? Arc 3? I don't know when we start. I think it's on the 4th.
2 weeks from today.
I think that's the 4th. I will be back playing Akonis for our Beacons Arc 3, Beacons of Farlight Arc 3. So very excited to be returning to this character and seeing what's in store for them. But yeah, that's me. Wait. I gotta look. This is so unfortunate. I'm going to tie a bow around the mic, and I'm going to launch it in a firework over to Harp's direction.
Oh yeah.
Epcot.
Imagine if there's a firework in the window right there. That would be so crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, I'm Harper. I'm here every other Wednesday, starting next 2 Wednesdays from now. Playing Maisie again. She's currently very upset about her circumstances. Because she got sent back in time. Wah wah. Everybody else did too, but so did she. And that's what she's upset about. What else? I'm on Yesterday, and every 2 weeks from Yesterday, I'm on They Call Us Villains as Mara. And then I'm gonna be on Lost Caravan every other Tuesday, that isn't that one. I'll be Mabel on their Old Gods campaign. Yeah, I think Millie is really just like nonchalantly, just like absolutely slaughtering these people that Gwyn tells her to. Just like really nonchalantly. And is just like teasing Gwen the entire time, like, did you need my permission to do this? Like, you could have done this yourself. Like this is not that hard, girl. Like, there must be something going on here because I don't get it. But then I think like eventually I don't think she loses the streak of her being like an awful person. I think she is still for sure that always and forever. But I do think she becomes nicer to Gwen. I don't think she ever like completely stops belittling her in some way, and if Gwen gets fed up with that, that'll happen. I think she still goes to eat at Jay's restaurant, even if he's not the main chef anymore, even if he had to delegate tasks a little bit. I think she'd chat with Jerry and Chance very often, always in like a vaguely threatening manner. Like for sure, just kind of reminders all the time. And then I don't think she'd kill the accountant as long as Valentine doesn't do anything terrible to her. So I think there's this like kind of truce again where they like slowly make their way back to coworkers who don't like each other. But like they're the ones that do the work. So like they have to like at least do shit with each other. And I think she would be appreciative of earning back the hand that he took from her.
Pass it. You gotta be pass it.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. I'm so sorry.
It's literally like our bit.
No, well, I can't see the thing. Who am I passing it to in which direction?
Alex,
is it from me?
you're passing it to your right.
Okay. I pass it to Alex on my right.
Received the mic. Hi, everybody. My name is Alex. You can find me everywhere on the internet as @thatonedeadpixel. Tonight, I have been Chance. Real quickly, the next time that you will catch me will be, or at least the next thing that I've got going on is at the end of September, where I will be on Entropy Emporium playing in their first round of public access. So Kian's going to be our delightful GM. I've already got my very emo game developer character like ready to go. So you should totally come and check that out because I have already committed to the bit.
Yes.
But as for Chance, I think Chance, one of the things that I wanted to make sure happened was to just kind of zoom back in so everyone could understand that the way Chance was approaching this was as they saw the gun and tried to put it in their chassis and saw it go back out was the first thought was if it came down to it, Chance was going to take everyone out and run the family. And then or option number 2 was just to take out the head of the family and hope that we could resolve our differences from there. However, the ever so slight option 3, which had the bare minimum of statistical relevance, made it out. And so they're quite happy with this outcome, that no blood needed to be spilled, mostly because it would have been ineffective and had a low return on investment for the family. And they will spend the next few months rehauling the staff structure so that people are all getting cost of living adjustments for
Yes.
living for working on the casino floor, making sure that we're getting more protections for the robots, and making sure that they step up security for fuller patrons that get out of hand. So, and making sure that the kitchen staff has a base pay that is a livable wage. And with
Yes.
that, make sure that the crime family becomes the number one destination for trying to for employment and recruiting. But also make sure that when push comes to shove and people try to upset the equilibrium that they've helped create, people just go missing. And that's unfortunate. And they make sure that on the back end that they are cleaning up behind the trail of destruction that Gwen and Millie are leaving, to make sure that they can find their own happy end. Oh, and with that, I'm going to get out a bow and arrow, or get out the bow, put the mic on it, pull it really tightly, and shoot it on over to Matt.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. My name is Matt. You can find me everywhere as Improv and RPG. Tonight I played Jerry. And, when Jerry takes over the casino, it feels just like when he started at the restaurant, but orders of magnitude higher. But, of course, he does have the skills of customer service where heaven meets earth, and also willpower to weather the storms of critics to be able to push through. But he does remember one thing he has to do. He does go to the restaurant, and he's ordered a brand new chef's coat, and he's got his old standby, his knife, and he will hand these to Samantha, his former sous chef and new CDC of the Outback. And he's also going to set up an arrangement because, of course, he's been through a lot with his coworkers / friends, and he wants like a standing reservation where maybe every week there's just a little back room reserved for the most VIP of VIPs, and he would invite everyone. And of course, he might be busy some days, but it's always open. It's always there for all of us to be able to chat, eat, and catch up, and coordinate a few things here and there in the cleanup process. But that's what I imagine for Jerry, and I will grab the mic. I'll slice it up. I'll take it to the next station, who will cook it in a little bit of oil before passing the pan, plating it with a little bit of fennel and a drizzle of sauce, before calling out hands to JT.
And I will take the mic plate. I will put as much ketchup as I can stomach on it and put it in the microwave. Hi, I'm JT. You can find me at Weebjeet all over the internet. Also, at Entropy Emporium all over the internet. I don't have to do a vignette because this is my game. You can find my other game coming back very soon. This particular miniseries took place between arcs 2 and 3, post Brother Blight's death and post being sent back in time. It's going to be very fun and cool, and I have a lot of very cruel and mean things planned for everybody in that game. I'm not hiding it anymore. Arc 3 is all the way mask off all the time. I'm not actually going to plug anything because all of that stuff can be found on a calendar somewhere that you can find me. And also because it's late and I have a lot of stuff going on and I really don't want to keep everyone here for another 20 minutes talking about it. Entropy Emporium is my channel. We have bi-weekly shows on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Monday's not bi-weekly. Monday is weekly, but in 3-episode bursts, which has breaks in between. and we got some new shows coming up that are all going to be very cool. I'm in Beacons, as I said. I'm also in Nova, as Kian mentioned, every other Wednesday on Lost Caravan for now. And that's it. That's everything I'm going to say, except for thank you, everybody who sat at this table, for being willing to, in some cases, give me a chance as a GM for the first time, and in other cases, be my shining stars. And, social butter between all the players and me for helping bring this table to life and making it a very pleasurable experience for me, and I hope for you guys. But I'm going to take my microphone ketchup souffle, pack it up in a Tupperware, to quote one of my favorite TikToks, and I'm going to drop ship it to Blair.
A microphone. Thanks. Hi, I'm Blair _ Canadian Moose all over the place. I've been playing Gwen. Gwen, yeah, like I said before, because she was with Octavio, right? She did a lot of shit. Yeah, Octavio getting out of there, and all his people. She would first send a letter to Chance and Jerry and say, sorry, Octavia's got to go, personal business. We'll try to make this as like not a big deal for y'all. But yeah, and in response to Millie, it's not hard. I'm helping you. You're not doing it all yourself. You're just here for assistance because you enjoy this shit. And we'll probably, yeah, definitely have like a frenemies relationship with Millie. Will I think Gwen comes to realize that Millie's like poking makes her like pissed off and fights better. So it's kind of like a okay, all right, that helps. But yeah, we'll also just like um probably at maybe a little bit enjoys her hanging around. So but yeah, I think are there there's like towns around Farlight, right?
They're not towns. They're technically settlements, and in jurisdiction of Farlight. Farlight is the only city this side of the scar that exists as far as civilization goes.
Okay, I think Gwen will probably travel like to the settlements, just kind of like not spending her whole time in Farlight, is more just going to be like a hired hand, but will come back and like hang out with everyone, and like if anybody needs anything, like if Valentine needs something, out in like a settlement, bring it back to be this, like that. And yeah, whatever else needs to be done will like help out, um but is also a tad bit nervous since Orgo's not dead, so she won't stay there for the whole time. But yeah, we'll just kind of go back and forth and do that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's a bit, yeah, where you can find me, Blair. Bum, I had that up. I am on Entropy Emporium playing in Kian's Brendable Bay game, and we have our finale on Monday. Um, I um, I play a little old lady named Olive who's obsessed with baking, and she's adorable, and I love her. And hopefully, we solve this mystery. But it's been very fun. And then I'm also in that Nova campaign happening again next Wednesday on Lost Caravan, and that is all I'm in right now. So let me tell you what High Shelf has going on very fast. Um, usually we have the last caravan on Thursdays, not last, but we won't have it this week, so come back next Thursday for that. But on Friday we have Omega the Rookies. It's Omega the Mass Effect hack of Cyberpunk Red. That's community made. This game is run by Casey, and we've played Omega quite a bit, but this is a new series that started last week, so it's episode 2. Perfect time for you to come watch it. The group, I've just combined crew and group together. The group, as I just said, they're chaotic and wonderful, and you should definitely come check it out. Then Saturday the 24th, we have another HSC Summer Sessions. Owen is running Morkborg Murder Arcade, which JT is in. And it's going to be awesome. Then on Monday, the 26th, another one. Nate is running Fabula Ultima, which Matt is in. So,
Yeah.
yes, that's both of those are going to be really fun. So definitely come check those out. It's bite size. It's a one shot. Just come, hang out, take it, and absorb it and love it. Then on Tuesday, the 27th, we have more of our Rage Across Texas. It's a Werewolf 5e campaign, and that's been really cool and great cast run by David. Very awesome stuff there. But that's all that's happening in the next week. So make sure to let me see if I can do this while I'm saying it. Be sure to check our socials. Oh, sorry, my calves are on, and our Discord for other things or just to hang out. Yeah, we love to have new people join the community all the time. So do it if you wanna. Um, but yeah, is there anything, JT? Do you have anything else? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thanks.
having this and letting us all play this. This has
Yeah.
been fabulous. Thank you everybody for being a part of this. Um, we love you all. Thank you for watching. Oh my God.
Oh my
And
goodness.
being here. But yeah, if there is nothing else, then I'll find somebody for us to raid.
Stick around for the raid. Do good things. Be good people.
Yeah, we're oh, keep going, keep going, keep
No,
going.
who are we raiding?
We're gonna raid GM Hina because
Woo!
they are a fabulous person who is always doing fabulous things, and we love them. So yes, go give some love. I have been told, I've been hearing this recently, so I feel like I need to say it. Go make sure to at least say one or two things in chat because that's how they get the Twitch gives them the acknowledgement for us being there. So just say a quick hey and then do whatever you need to do. But thanks for being here. Thanks
Yeah.
everybody.
Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Say good night, cast.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, cast.
Good night, yes.